Just first off, did Topher Carton impress you to where he was able to pull away maybe in that grouping at 141?
Definitely made a statement there, and we got to continue there. There's no doubt. He knows what his mission is. He's been in this position before, where he was maybe a guy that maybe could have emerged or asserted himself, and done a good job so far. Got to keep rolling.
What do you think he learned from last year, maybe the previous time?
I'm not sure if I mean, you characterize who he is. He's not going to take anything for granted any time, but that would probably be the biggest thing, is that, this isn't something that you get in November and then you just hold on to it. This is something that is, it's important to realize that November doesn't mean anything and December doesn't either, and really every time out you're trying to prove yourself, and that's a nature competition.
Is there anybody else that stood out to you or impressed you this last weekend?
Yeah, I'd like Joey Gunther. He's been maybe one of these guys that holds on to points. He wrestles tight maybe a little bit and seemed to score more points. In that tournament there's not a lot of Division I competition, if any, but that's not what we're looking for right now. We're looking for guys that are going to go out and assert themselves and do what they do best and continue to get better, and it looks like he's headed that way. And it seemed to carry over early this week in the practice room, which is only 1 day old so far. But
what did you learn by letting Wilkie and Bowman go head-to-head at 97?
They have to sort things out for themselves as well. I think that's the second time Wilkie's beaten him. We had I guess a match in this wrestling room with them, and Wilkie won that one, identical score. The thing I liked about Wilkie this recent match better is he went to his attacks more often. He didn't score, but he went more often. The last match, it was trying to win with one takedown in the first period. So it went all the way to the third period. It could have been stalling. He was hanging on to that lead, where this one, he was in 2 or 3 other times where he's trying to build his lead. That's what we want.
Is it a certainty that Holloway will drop back down to 97 when Stoll comes in?
For depth, for sure. He's big right now, though, so that takes time. That's 1.5%, per week. It's a formula, so it's math, and you can't hurry math. You know that, and so we just got to be patient with him. But we need some depth at heavyweight as well. So regardless of when Stoll comes back, first of all, Holloway's doing a good job, and he's embracing his role. And second of all, we're going to need him in a role up at heavyweight anyway, whether he gets back down to 97 or not. And the other thing is because 97 right now seems to be maybe, figuring itself out a little bit. We got to get, maybe looking to go the other way with Bowman too, get some depth at 84.